Thank you so much, everyone, for finding time to be here. I'm going to be very brief and straight to the point. We are Oracom Group, and we run this platform. It's one of our brands called Keonline. On Keonline, we advertise for consultants. Basically, this program is for people who can come and they can do certain tasks and earn money from it. The program is divided into 3 sections. You can do 4 different tasks. The first one is data entry, where you're a person who wants to help with submitting data. And then the second one, so all the positions are advertised here. If you come to this link, you'll be able to see all the information. You can watch the promo video, is that one there. You can also watch a long training on the same. But in this task, you can just do it so long as you have a laptop, then you can do it. The last time we met, we told people about the data entry, and I think there are some of you who picked it up. Then we also told people about the digital audit, and then there are also people who picked it up. But now today we want to cover this role here, and we want to spend this time to try and see if you're able to tap into it. So I think before we start, allow me to explain what it is about. In this role, we are looking for people who are going to work with us on a monthly retainer, and that monthly retainer is this one here of 10,000 shillings is a monthly retainer, and give commissions. My team will just remember to edit this for me from 15% to 10%, but it's a commission of 10% for every business that you bring to us. So where is the business coming from? When we advertised this, we said we needed to train new people, but we realized that some of you may not have the money for training. That's why we are putting in small pockets of these trainings. And I hope today's training would be able to unlock some people so that you're able to move into the field. Now, for every business that we have, when you come to our website and go into businesses here, for example, you'll find a number of businesses. For example, if I pick a business like, let me pick any. I want to use any category. Let me pick a business like garden, or let me say land surveying or landscaping. If I pick that particular category, with us, we have a number of businesses that are here. We are in a business where we want to help these businesses to at least go online and have an online presence. So the job basically entails working with the businesses that you already have. And you can see here, by the way, guys, these businesses are very active here. These businesses are very active here. You can see, for example, this one here, like this one here, GeoTele, or any of these, when you search their online presence, or when you test whether they have a good online presence, then you'll realize that they are lacking a good online presence. When you pick, for example, this business here is called Green Acres Landscaping. When I take this and I do for it a search online, you may find that is a business that is existing. Like you can see here, this business, it doesn't have any website. Now, a business like this are the businesses that we will train you so that you're able to make them to have their online presence, and in return, they are going to pay. So a business like this, you can see here, they do landscaping, and it's Green Acres Landscaping. So when you come to this business here, the first thing you'll check is, for this business is based in Johannesburg, so it's not a Kenyan business. Actually, there is a Kenyan business one, is this one here. Green Acres is a Kenyan business. Yeah, so it's a Kenyan business. Let me check again. I don't know whether it's a Kenyan business or not. But that business, you may realize that it may have a website or it may not have a website. In fact, let me just pick another one. So Green Acres Landscaping Limited. I still want to search it by doing that, then say Kenya. So Green Acres Landscaping. Green is a Kenyan landscaping. You can see it here. I hope we can all see and trace. Okay. Now, when you see this business, the Green Acres Landscaping, from here, it means it doesn't have a website, because this is just their profile on Yellow Pages. And then when you come down here, this is the profile on our website. What we need you people, or what we need to train you on, is we need to help the business. So the business has a phone number, and it's this. And the business also has an email address, and it's this. So what we need to do is to reach out to this business and offer for them a package to go online. So what's the package? And I want to give you an example of this one. The package is we are going to tell them that we can take them online by giving them a domain name. And a domain name is, we give them a domain name, and also we want to give them a hosting space. So the whole of that, a domain name plus the hosting space, is 3,500. You can always find the rates. I'll be able to show you where you find the rates. Once you'll be good to go, like after this training, we'll show you where you can find the rates. These are the prices. So if they want a .co.ke, then they'll pay 1,500. If they want to use a .com to go online, still they'll pay 1,500. But if they want an .org, meaning it's a non-profit making organization, then they'll pay 2,200. Now these prices are per year. They are prices per year. After having a domain, the next thing they need is called hosting. Hosting is like a flash disk. It's where you store your files. So the lowest package we have is 2,000, which gives them 20 GB. You can see here. Or they can go also for this Host Plus, which is 4,000, gives them 30 GB. So that's how the pricing for the hosting goes. So the only thing this business needs, if they can afford, is that domain is 3,500 plus the hosting, is 1,500 plus a hosting of 2,000, 3,500. If this business has that budget, then you're telling this business that they can go online. So how will they go online? You're going to make it such that anyone who searches for their business, they'll be landing on their website. So how does it look like once you make them be digitally fit? They look like, let's say, Oracom. When I search for Oracom, then you can see I am on this side here. This is called Google My Business. And you can see also my website is attached. So that business does not have a website. When you scroll down on the left part here again, you can see also we have a website. So that business does not have a website. Again, when you scroll down here, you can see we have our Instagram. We have an Instagram page which is active. We have a LinkedIn page which is active, a YouTube account, and a Pinterest. So a business that is digitally fit at least has a website. And for you to have a website, the first thing you need is a domain. A domain is how much? I've said is 1,500 a year. The next thing you need is hosting. Hosting is how much? 2,000 per year. At a total of 3,500, they already have a domain and hosting. Now, every business person would be able to afford that. Now, what happens in Kenya currently is that the next thing now they will need, and why every business would not be okay, is now what we call a website. So for a business to have a website, they must invest in building a good website. Now, websites are built by people who are called website developers. Website developers charge a lot of money for them to build for you a website. They charge a lot of money because they take time. And also it takes time for a website to be built. So many people have domains, but their domains do not have websites. And many people also have domains simply because websites are expensive. What are the prices for websites? Websites can be 50,000, can be 100,000, can be 20,000, etc. But now, here comes this program that we've invited you for. In this program, we have just partnered. We have launched our AI department. It's called ODS AI. You don't need to cram this at all, but we've just launched a way in which businesses can now use AI. I hope you guys hear a lot about AI. They can now use AI to have their websites so that they do not need a developer to build their website. So how do they do it? They will need to simply register for a domain name and hosting. Once they have already registered, then they are going to have what we call a cPanel. A cPanel is like this one here, something like this, where they just log in. Once they have paid, you'll give them. We'll register and then we'll give you this cPanel. Once they log into their cPanel with their username and their password, they are going to be brought in this place here, where now they can generate the login here. So this you're going to give them. The person who can log in here is a person who has a domain, who has registered a domain and has also registered the hosting. I hope we can get. With the domain and hosting, they are going to have their email addresses for the company. The second thing they are going to have is an interface where now, even by themselves, they can build websites by themselves. They do not need a web developer to build for them a website. A business that feels that for them, after they have the domain, they have already paid for the domain, and now they have the hosting, and now also they have the email addresses. Now you're giving them this when they have already registered. They already paid the 3,500. They will see this thing here. And guys, This program is brand new. We are very sure that for every person we are going to work with, it's really going to be very interesting. So once they have their accounts, for example, this account here, they'll just open it on their cPanel. So for some of you, you will just end at a stage where you are selling for them. But now for those who want to pick it a step higher, is now the one we said we need to train you. But basically, we want to train you so that you can charge them as the web developer. You can charge them for helping them come up with the website. So you see, in a way, we are going to make you to like begin a career, because now it means you're going to help as many people to build websites with AI. So as we talk about that, AI has come in a way that you do not need any technical experience. All you need is to buy the domain, 1,500, buy the hosting, 2,000, then with 3,500, now the client gets access to their cPanel, which is what I've just showed you here. And down with now their cPanel, now the client gets access to the AI model. Now with the AI model, it comes already fully loaded. And guys, if you want to compare, there are many companies that offer domain and hosting. For example, Host Africa, for those who know them, when you just search hosting companies in Kenya, they charge a lot of money. They charge, like we charge very affordable rate when it comes to hosting. For example, when I come here, I say I want hosting space. These people, they charge per month. Their hosting rates, they charge them per month. But you find these hosting rates, like this one, they tell you it's an offer of 210 per month. But then after that, if you do this calculation, how much you'll pay per year, is a lot of money. It's a lot of money, how much you'll pay per year. So our rates for domain and those are affordable. But now, what we're saying is with the AI builder, now you yourself, you can help that business that does not have an online presence to have their online presence. So to have that online presence, there are two ways. One is you can just get the business and tell us to set it up online. And two is that you can run it yourself as an agency. Now that is what we wanted to train those who want to venture into it as a business. When you come here where we are, we will give you, for every client who gets it from our end, we give them a panel like this. So when you come here, you can come here to change template by clicking there, and then you're going to find AI. There's a create with AI, and there are also templates that are already made. For example, we have 226 templates of websites. So it depends. If a business is if it's a business, we have already done 14 templates that are already built using AI. If it's e-commerce, again, we have 7 of them. If it's education, 11, energy, 6, entertainment, 6. So let's say for our business, the one we're just looking at now. So you just look at which industry or which template you like. Once you've seen the template you like, and then you just click it and then make a few changes. You don't need any coding experience. And then you give the website to the client. When the client sees the website, they will be very happy because number one, the website will be on their domain. They'll just tell you, I want a few things, change for me this, change for me this. But you shall have raised their curiosity, and now they'll be thinking of having a website. I hope it's clear. So that is what we need you guys for. It's very different from the guys who worked with us in 2015, the guys who worked in 2014, guys who worked with us on 2013, in 2026, 2025. So last year, there are guys who are working with us on the same program. But now the difference is that time we were asking them they were just telling us, and then we are building the website ourselves. But now we are saying that you can be the boss for the new era, because for every domain, they'll come loaded. For example, if I pick this one, I just give you an example, and then I say select. Can we see it? I just say select, and okay, so I say change my template. So the AI is going to quickly generate for me a website completely. It's going to completely generate for me a website, and you can see it's already doing it there. It's already doing it. It's already doing it there. And I also want to show you, once you're good with it, so you'll just start changing things. How do you change them? If you want to change this, so that's now the use of AI. Amazing, maybe you want to say amazing outdoor activity. Amazing, if you want to change here, like maybe indoor party ideas or Kenya. You see, if you want to change anything, you can just change. You want to change this contact us, again, you can just click it and then say contact us. for example. So that is what we want you guys to, we want to train some of you so that you can venture into this world of AI. It's a very big thing, but in Kenya it's just starting, and I'm going to publish this business, by the way. There, I'm going to publish it. It's already preparing. So just make edits the way we've done. I think my internet is not very good. Try it again. And then you good to go. The client has their website. Like the website is done. The website is just done. So I'm going to check it when it's done. I'll just do Gitonga. Let me get it again. Yeah, gitonga.odsalma.com. So I come there, gitonga.odsalma.com. Let's see it. Yeah, so this is the website that was there before. I want to check the other one. Yeah, I think I have a slow internet. Yeah, but that's how you just publish. It prepares, it uploads, and then it comes now on your website, right? Now, that process means the client can get a website for free, generated using AI with all the details you can change for him. But now we are also saying that if they pay the domain for hosting and they pay the hosting for 2K, then they shall have paid 3,500. Now you yourself, you can decide and say, you see, that process of changing for them a few things would mean maybe you need to ask them the logo, you need to ask them for these pictures here, or you need to generate for them the pictures here. You need to upload some of these details. So what you can do is you are able to help this client with that process, but now you can charge this client for that work. Imagine, you can charge them. You can tell them that I also want to make for you the website. The costing for websites they look like this, by the way. When you come like here, there are websites that are 5,000. Actually, these ones we are making, the one pager, 5,000. There are those for 10,000. There are those for 15,000. There are those for 25, 50, 75. Majority of them starts here from 100, 150, 200. It depends. Yeah. So you are able to charge a client. If it's a small client, even a small fee like 5K can still take you somewhere. So what you'll do on that case is, if it's 5K, for example, unaweza mwambia that unaweza muundia website. Alafu yeye sasa na renew tu kwa hiyo domain yake. Now, the AI that you're using, as you saw when we uploaded the website here, it came with this here. It came with this. It's basically an AI tag. You can also click it to remove it, the AI tag. But also, you are able to charge the client if you want more features. Like we said here, this one only came with 3 features. You can be able to upgrade this package. I want to show you how those rates are very small. By just saying here, upgrade, it basically means you want all the pro features, all of them, plus unlimited pages, etc. So it gives you packages that look like this. For example, so this is the current plan that was free. And I'm sharing with you this because you may want to put that price within the price that you're charging the client. If the client goes for this, it means he's paying per month. So I'm just going to click it. Then the client can say that I want to pay that amount for the whole year. Now look at this for the whole year. It means that the client is going to save 75%. They'll only pay one for a whole year, which is this one here, 1,400. So for example, if you are Hassan, you can mute. I've already muted you. So you can imagine 1,440 is a very small amount, and it's a price that they are paying per year. So if you want, you can take this price, you add it to your professional fee, the fee that you're going to build for him. And guys, I want you to go online and Google any business that does web design. Check the prices they cost. So let me just do here web design prices. Let me do design prices in Kenya. Yeah, let's see. So let's see, is here. They say one pager website, like a website that doesn't have menus, is that. So these are how the prices look like. You can see they're not cheap. Actually, like this guy starts from 35K. He charges 35K. If he's building for you 5 pages. 5 pages in this case is just what you need here. Actually, it's what? Let me show you. 5 pages in this case is just what you already saw here. If you want unlimited, so for every page, there are features that it comes with. For example, if you want to publish this, it says here, you can see that there are only 3 menu items allowed to publish your plan. So it asks you to upgrade. So you click here to upgrade. So when you upgrade, you are going to get each feature, like this one comes with 5 pages. This one comes with 10 pages. And this one comes with unlimited pages. Unlimited pages are the menus in this case. So when I want to say the client, like what this company would give their client, where is that company? Yes, this one. This company will charge 5 pages, but they'll cost 35,000. Let's look at it against what AI can do. So with AI, I'm able to come here, still select my 5 pages, is that one, and then I buy, and then it tells me for a whole year, I'll only be paying 1,440. Or if I decide to use for 3 years, then I'll be saving 81%. It's 3,240. If you take this, for example, and you pay this amount, you're going to get what this guy still gives, 37,000. You can decide to cost it, even 5,000, you still make your money. You can also decide to cost it, even 3,000, you can still make your money, because all you need to pay on the AI side is just this amount. The rest are things you can do in overnight. For this client, at the following day, they have their website. When I pick this, it means the client pays only 1,000. And the good thing is they can just pay even themselves. You can just tell them, just put your M-Pesa. Just ask them to click this, umweke namba yake, alafu utume kwake, for the clients who want like nini. So hii ni ya system, unamwambia hii ni ya system, analipa ya system. Alafu unamwambia sasa, nikisha kusubscribia ya system, wewe sasa endelea, ujiundie website. But kama utaki, I can make for you the website. So to make for you the website, now you can give a charge that you want, okay? Now, by that process, you shall have known how to make a website with AI, but using these rates. Now, I also want to tell you how other people make websites. There are many websites that build, there are many companies that build website using AI. There are many companies that offers a service like this. But now what happens with them is that once you've built your website, you cannot move it away. But the advantage for our case is that the website, you get your domain, and then you build it with within your domain. Okay. Now, why were we saying that we are ready to train you on this, and you are just to come with a training fee for us to turn you into that? The reason is because it's not just about having a website for a business, but the same client will tell you, now manage for me my social media. Now manage for me my Google business. Now do this for me. They will be telling you, by the way. Now, these things, just convince the client to have a domain and hosting. You'll see yourself. They'll just start asking for something after another. Now they want a logo. Now they want social media. Now they want this. They'll just be asking you things. You end up making a lot of money from one client. But the big advantage is that now this client has a website. Now this client can always tell their clients to visit our website. Go to our website. The business we were looking for was called go to, for example, you can assist them. Kenya Landscaping Farm is called greenacres.co.ke. You know, you can tell them now go and check greenacreslandscaping.co.ke or greenacres.com. Just go there and find our website. When they go there, they'll be able to find your website. Now, the same Green Acres, they'll now say, now we have our website. Now they'll tell you, we also want social media. So you see, again, you'll charge them. We also want Twitter. Again, you'll charge. We also want, Twitter. We also want LinkedIn. Again, you'll charge them. Then again, tell you that we want to rank top when people are looking for landscaping firms in Kenya. Landscaping companies in Kenya. When people search like this, so there are businesses that would rank like these ones here, you can see them, but there are also businesses that will not rank. So this business will tell you, we want to rank. So again, from there, we need now to train you. So you see, you're going to make money out of it. And then another business will say, now you've built my social media. Can you now help me so that my social media is able to do what? Is active. So again, you'll be charging them for the social media. So that's why we were calling for people that we train them. What we wanted to train you was to equip you so that you become the boss. You do not rely on us all the time. Because for us, what we are busy with, our interest as Oracom, is that you are able to work with a company and give us a business that has a website and is digitally fit. That business that you tell us is digitally fit, we are going to include them in a program we have called the Digitally Fit Awards. And I'm just going to open this so that you have a look at it. So CC, as Oracom, I don't know how I can tell you guys this thing, but it's something very interesting and you guys are very lucky. Like you're very lucky. If you could really like immediately delve on this. But for us, our interest is to run this award. And in this award, we are working with people who are already digitally fit. So we are therefore spreading a message to everyone, your uncle, your what, that get digitally fit. When you're digitally fit, then it means now we can incorporate you in this program that we have here. You can see the program is really amazing. So these guys are guys who are digitally fit. They are guys who already have an online presence. They are already guys, even individuals can decide to have their own personal websites. So AI, we are telling them, when you tell this guy to have his own personal website, he'll be like, no, it's expensive. But now we are saying AI has come, and there are a group of people we have trained, which is you. We have already trained you. So when we go to this company called Eka, we tell them now you can get digitally fit, and then Eka will tell us that how will we get digitally fit. And now we want to tell them that we've already trained digitally fit experts or digitally fit consultants across the country. And who are these people? This is somebody like Francis Wandera, is somebody like Ahmed Hassan, who could be in maybe another town, is somebody like Lavin Beth, and you are a person who we can send to any of those companies, and they can be there, and then they can help those companies with their online presence. Now, when we send Francis Wandera to the CEO of Safaricom, for example, the CEO of Safaricom knows there are conmen around. There are always conmen. So how do I trust you, Francis, that you are not scamming the digitally fit team or Oracom team? How can we trust you? So that's why we say that program, we were to pay 5,000 so that we brand you. We get you your neck tag, and you're able now to make more business because now you have your neck tag, you have your t-shirts, you have your business cards. They were coming as a package as 5,000. And you're also trained. There are questions he will ask you. And some of them can be technical. Some of them are businesses. They'll be able to ask you questions. And last year we dispatched people like this. There were so many, over 500. Immediately they went into the market. I remember the guy who went to Busia. He was from Busia. And when they got into the market, they were being asked technical questions. Okay, how about SSL? How can we have SSL on our system? And then they were stuck. They were like, "Hi." So clients could call us and tell us, "Hi, the guy you just brought here is an intern. He doesn't know anything." So that's why we decided that this time we need to invest a lot in training the people and also making sure that they are fully up to date with the program. Now, if you do not have the money for training, no problem. For you, you are just going to end at the stage where you refer people to us. You refer this guy, he has a domain, he has hosting, and then he has another thing, but you'll just be giving us business. That business, we'll be giving it to other people to do now the work because we are not sure already that you are able to implement the work. If you are able to implement the work, we want to be in a position where we assign you a particular business, for example, Fine Landscapes, and then you're able to work with them. When you're just working from home, you're able to help them with your website, you're able to help them with their domain name, you're able to help them with bulk SMS, you're able to help them with AI. There are many things. Aki guys, I don't know. But there are many things that right now people, when you just show any business, and some of them we've been able to even here on our website, this AI is doing a lot in the market. AI is doing a lot in the market. So what we want to do is to spend a day with you, to train you. I heard somebody saying, we are not our people. We want to spend a day with you to train you. However, if you do not have the money or if you've not yet seen the essence, there is no need. You do not need to pay. Just be attending. Every Wednesday, we are doing sessions like this. And be attending. It's only that you'll be attending in small bits. So we'll be having a program where, for example, today I've just introduced the AI. So in the next one, we'll be training maybe about social media, but now they can't be extensive. We'll be training about Google My Business. The next one will be training about bulk SMS and all these things that a company would need for them to be fully digitally fit. So we do not want to send you to a place where you get the client asks you technical questions and you cannot answer them. It will really be bad. Yeah. So that's what we need. But then now the last thing I want to do is, what does a digitally fit business need? If you are writing, please do write the following. What a business needs for them to be digitally fit? What do they need? Okay. So this one I want you to write down because I want you to start comparing how far you need to go deep. So the first thing they need, I'm just ending, guys. The first thing they need is to do what we call an audit test. They need to test how digitally fit they are. So we've already built a tool. It's already here. Take a test, this one here, which when you click, it takes them to our website where they're able to take a test. They can just put their website, and then the website can scan this website here. We're able to scan for them like this Taz gift shop. When you open it, you can see here, it's already scored 51. But there are things they need to improve. There are things they have passed. There are things they need to improve. And the things that are errors, okay? And we've categorized them here. There's an overview. There's the SEO, the things they need to improve on SEO. So you see for that, therefore, we need to train you. There are things they need to improve on the usability, on the mobile responsiveness, on the technologies, on the social media, and on the link building. So that is the first thing. You need to help them to take an audit test, an online audit test, which is what takes place here. The second thing, for a business to be digitally fit, it needs to have an ERP. An ERP is an enterprise resource planner. It helps businesses to manage their finances, their HR, their projects, just everything to do with their processes. So the service is called an ERP. So you can search or check more about it. It's just a way in which you manage your business with one interface. So a business that has this is a business that we consider as digitally fit. The next thing is domain registration, hosting, and SSL. Basically is what we've just discussed today. Imagine, today we've just handled one thing alone, domain registration, hosting, and SSL. The next thing you need is now the AI website builder. I've not even gone deep into giving commands, how it works. So you see now we may need another session to just cover that so that when they ask you more, at least you have replies. The next thing you need is a web design or a software or a mobile app. Then you need graphic design, logo design, etc. If in case I'm fast, you'll just go to oracomgroup.com and then go to services. And then they'll also need what we call bulk SMS or an SMS survey or a shortcode or a corporate ringback tone, also called a skizzer, or a USSD. They can also need a bulk WhatsApp blaster, which is a system for sending bulk WhatsApp in masses. They can need an AI bot or a Meta API. They'll also need training classes or intake if they want to be trained on how they can do it by themselves. They may need social media management, search engine optimization, paid ads. And in case you do not understand, just come here and listen in. We've done podcasts. Just listen in to how it's pitched, how you need to pitch it. Iko hapa, ushawekewa. Actually, you guys this time you're very lucky. You're able to start immediately. Photography, video, and drone, they should have done that, and live streaming as well. So some of you, once you go through our, you'll end up even being photographers. So that means if Sakla needs photography, you're able to provide. Then they should also have their products on an e-commerce if they do deal with products. And then we also have a call center. It's not here, but it will be added. My team can remind Mwanzia to add it tomorrow. A digital call center where calls can be made using the call center. And those are the things that we wanted the people we've trained. Even you don't need to use your credit. You'll just be calling from the call center. Then the social media, etc. There are a number of things that a company would need for them to be considered to be digitally fit. There are a number of them, all the same. Yeah. So I think that's it for today. I look forward to working with those who feel they're ready. We decided to begin with the first 100 people, are the ones we invited, and I've seen around 50 people stand up for the training. We are going to share this as well with the rest. After this, we are going to train the next, again, another 100. We want to do 100